Okay, my library has come up trumps, and I've got another one from the Women's Prize for Fiction long list, and it's this, Salt Lick by Lulu Allison. Now, I've seen very mixed reviews about this one, and because of the mixed reviews, I wasn't sure what I would think of it, but I loved it. It was a book that I just sailed through. And I think it's because, well, I don't know. I think a lot of it is because it's about a Britain that I can recognise, that is not a million miles away from where we are now. And the sea levels have risen, and people are having to leave the countryside, and the cities are the places to be. Everything is centred in the cities. So the countryside is empty and everybody is in the cities. We're in a Britain where we don't produce anything, where there's no food produced. Everything that is eaten is imported. Nothing is produced in Britain. There are a few resilient souls who live in the countryside who don't want to go to the city. They are self-sufficient, they grow their own, they manage on their own. There's no support for them because everything is city-centred. And the descriptions in here are beautifully lyrical. And the descriptions that she does of nature reclaiming the land, of houses falling and becoming derelict and nature taking them over, they are absolutely stunning. Absolutely. We've got two timelines, or two different, we follow two different people. We've got Jesse, and he's living in the countryside with his parents. He's a young lad living in the countryside with his parents because his mum is a teacher and she wants her little countryside school to keep on going, this little community that they have. But people keep leaving to go to the cities. In this book, there's been a couple of pandemics, so people have died. Those that have left, some of them have gone off to the cities, and there's now very few people left, and they are managing together, and they want to stay in the countryside. And Jessie finds an abandoned puppy who becomes inseparable, and they're just together the whole time. The other person we follow is Isolde, and she's in London. And she's spent her time in care homes because her mother was killed in a terrorist attack. And as part of restorative justice, she is able to go and see the guy who planted the bomb. And she's able to sit and watch him in his cell. And if she wants to, she can interact with him. But it's a meeting that, well, it sort of changes her life. I loved all of the characters in this book. And you've got Jessie's story, you've got Isolde's story. And it was just wonderful, absolutely wonderful. What a lot of people commented on when this book was first put on the long list is the fact that you've got almost a Greek chorus of cows. The cows that are now feral because the farms have just fallen into disrepair and are wandering the countryside. They comment. You've got this Greek chorus interrupted. And a lot of people didn't like that, but I really did. These cows comment on what is going on. They comment on Jessie, they comment on Isolde, they comment on what they say. And it's almost a feeling that nature is right and mankind is doing so many things that are wrong. And the cows can see what should be happening as opposed to what is happening. And I absolutely loved that as a concept. I really did. I do hope that this goes much further than the long list, because I think it deserves to. It was a 5-star for me. I absolutely loved it. So that is Salt Lick by Lulu Allison. And fingers crossed it gets onto the shortlist and goes a little bit higher. So take care. Happy reading. Bye.